Hi, everybody. I thought I would do a September update. It's been a bit late and I apologize for that. The reason why it's so delayed is that unfortunately my beautiful dog Sunny Girl passed away last Monday. So it's still very raw, very early for me, but I'm conscious that I haven't connected with you for September, so I thought I'd do a video. But yeah, it's been a really difficult week, particularly, and it's also been a difficult few months after she was diagnosed with a tumour in her heart cavity, 19 weeks ago. So it's been very much up and down watching her go through that. And we've had some great times, but we've also had some challenging times. So that's why this is delayed. And if you've had some changes with your appointment times, that is why. And I've been pretty open with people, because if you've come and work with me at my house, you would have met Sunny, and she is the quintessential therapy dog. And I had a client come in this weekend who I was able to shuffle an appointment around for, and he was devastated because Sunny is such a pivotal part of the work that I do. So yeah, so I did want to share a little bit about that, and I will do it later. But it's been an interesting kind of observation about how people handle grief, other people's grief, or don't handle it very well. And, just holding space for somebody feeling those uncomfortable feelings. And so I just wanted to say really simply to anyone that is grieving, whether it's a pet or a person or even a relationship, you can grieve for so many different reasons, that whatever you're feeling is valid. And some people will say things because they want to resolve the discomfort in themselves. Like, it's really, some people struggle with uncomfortable feelings within themselves, so they want to resolve it for the other person. And being aware that that may occur, and it's not done intentionally, it's not done with malice or anything like that, but it's a really interesting dynamic of just holding space for yourself, firstly, with those uncomfortable feelings. And if you're a friend or a person that supports somebody that is grieving, then just holding space for them. You don't need to say anything to fix it. You don't need to have the magic bullet that is going to take that pain away. It will be what it will be. So I just wanted to share that really briefly. The other things that I wanted to share for September is the Kaleidoscope Effect, the membership platform that I created for 12 months for people that have done hypnotherapy with me, is going really well. I have done the Mindset Reset in August, and the recording is available to anybody that has joined the membership. So this is a part of the 3-month free trial. And we've got one more session that is a part of that 3-month free trial coming up this Sunday. So it had to be pushed out a little bit. It was scheduled for a couple of weeks ago, and of course that's when things were going a bit haywire with Sunny. So I have pushed it out to the 25th of September, and we're going to look at how your focus creates your reality, and how sometimes we unconsciously have a focus that we don't really want to have, but because of that we create the reality that we get. So what I want to do is shine some light on that and the patterns that we have in terms of what we unconsciously focus on, and then basically flip that around, like be really clear about what we want to create for ourselves so that we can manifest it and bring it into our reality. So that's what's happening on the 25th of September. If you've done hypnotherapy with me, you are able to join the membership. That is a part of the 3-month free trial. So if you're interested, message me, jump onto the Facebook group, just get in contact with me and you can join. And then going beyond that, it's just a very small price. It's $9.99 a month, so it's about $89 for the rest of the year. And a part of that is that you get significantly reduced top-up hypnotherapy sessions. So it's about $99 New Zealand to do a top-up session with me. And I've actually said that, if you need to have more than one session, you can do that for the $99, and there will be a cap on that. But I want to be able to continue connecting with the people that have connected with me and have got some benefit from working with me. And this is a really cool way to do it, because I can pass on the knowledge that I'm acquiring through my professional development, and just keep people in the loop with that learning and supporting their growth, and also give them an opportunity to come back and work with me privately. So on the professional development space, that was my next thing I was going to share. You probably have heard me mention William Whitecloud's curriculum in the Natural Success group, I guess. And I've just finished Creative Warrior with him early September, and that was a 4-day course, if you will, and just loved it. And it is very much about how we create our own reality. It's about using our intuition, about having a really clear focus, about figuring out and being really clear about where we're putting our energy. And I know that sounds, well, it might sound quite simplistic, but it's been really profound for me in terms of shifting where I'm at and how I manage my own life, and also what I share with people. So I have actually signed up for his last course in the curriculum, which is Mastery, which will be held in November, which is a 4-day program again. So I'll be offline for those 4 days, apart from the morning session. So if you need to have a hypnotherapy session with me or connect with me, I'm available in the mornings. But I'm really looking forward to that, because it actually gives me a certificate firstly, and it also opens me up to potentially being a coach with natural success. So, which does interest me, because I love the transformations that occur, and the way he simply explains a lot of the concepts, which, if you're working with me, you're kind of going to get in my own version, but I would recommend the courses to you. I'm actually being a co-host for some of the Zoom sessions for his the very front end curriculum that I first started with, and that's called Create Your Destiny and Superconscious Intuition. So if you're interested in it, he offers it at a super cheap price. It was free for a while. I don't know whether that's still available, but it's like a 6-week commitment on Saturdays, and it is amazing. It really was life-changing for me, and I loved every moment of it. So I get to be a co-host on the Zoom calls with people from Australia, New Zealand, all around the world, and I'm really looking forward to that. So the other thing I wanted to share with you is I have just surrendered my control and given my website that I created from scratch to a professional to do a revamp, and I'm really looking forward to what she's going to come back with. But a part of that is that I'm going to go very much in the space of providing recordings for people to purchase on my website. So if you've worked with me, you know that you'll get recordings to support the work that we do in session. But a lot of people don't want to do that one-on-one work. And in fact, I had a situation recently where I was approached by a lady in Australia, and her daughter was actually going through chemotherapy and was struggling with her phobia with needles and cannulas. And so she asked me if I could do anything, and I said, yep, I can do one of two things. Like, I can give you a recording and see whether that is effective, and if it's not effective, then the best thing is to come and have a personalized session. And because they were in a different country, that would have had to have been online. And so because they were a bit tenuous, they weren't sure whether hypnotherapy or hypnosis was going to be effective, they asked for the recording. I did a recording based on some understanding about her particular concerns, which were really generic in the sense of, having a cannula inserted. And I know this fear myself. It's something that I've had to use self-hypnosis with. But I basically created this recording, and then they purchased that from me, and I got an email recently from the mother that asked me to do this, saying that it had worked. And previously, when she was having chemotherapy, her daughter was having chemotherapy, and she'd have a cannula, she'd be in an anxious mess basically, and she was really calm and in control. And you can read that review on my social media, and I'm happy to share it widely. But it's one of those things that these audios can be life-changing, like getting chemo without all the stress attached to it, without the cortisol and the stress hormones going through your body, in addition to the stress of having cancer, is just such a great outcome of this. So I'm going to do a lot more of that so that people can access it without having to connect with me. They can just jump on my website, they can look at it, they can sample something, and then they can purchase whatever suits them. So but with that cannula and needle one, if you are interested in it, I am going to be offering it to people on my subscriber group for $19.99 Australian dollars. And please let me know if you're interested. So that will be at a discounted price. Anyways, going on, just finally on that, like I said, this review I got about the cannula hypnosis audio working was just amazing. But the beauty of getting that information is that I can share it with people, and those moments of people thinking that it's not going to work for them, but essentially reading that will prompt them to give it a try. And if that helps them get an injection, or if it helps them have a cannula for some life-saving treatment, then that's an amazing outcome. So what I want to ask of you is, if you haven't, and if you feel compelled to, provide me with a review of the positive benefits that you feel like you got out of working with me, whether it was doing online work or in person or getting an audio from me or just whatever it might be. I would really, really appreciate that. It's not just helping me and my little business grow, but it's also helping other people give hypnotherapy a chance, because there is still a bit of fear about what it is. Is it mind control? Is it whatever it is? And so if I can get the word out that it's a really safe and effective way to do some healing and transform stuck energy and whatever it might be for you, then that helps everybody. So I'm going to ask that kindly, and I'll put it in writing to you all as well. Anyways, that's it from me. I've got a Zoom session on now. It's 9 p.m. on Sunday night, and I will check in with you later. Have a great week wherever you are in the world. And thanks again for connecting with me and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Mā te wā. Mwah. Goodbye.